the channel. I'm coming live from this beautiful home you're seeing over here, and it's in a village known as Nyaboanze village, which is in East Africa, Kenya. And I'm so grateful for the returning subscribers always coming by to support. And for the new viewers, I'm also grateful for you guys supporting the channel. We are on a road to 5,000 subscribers, and each and every effort that is being put, I'm always grateful for. Today it's a very sunny day, and yesterday it rained though, but today it's so hot. And over here, always when it's always hot during the rainy season, people always tend to predict that that day in the evening it's going to rain. And we are hopeful that it will rain, because yesterday it rained, and at least we had water in the compound, which we managed to pump, because Nasto installed 2 tanks, as I've said in my previous videos. So whenever it rains, we usually try as much as possible to pump water to the upper tank, which is almost just here, so that because the upper tank is the tank that usually takes in water into the house for everything, for showering, washing utensils, name it all. Yeah, so we always try as much to pump in water up here. This is the upper tank. Yes, so at least now we can say most of our grass that we planted, because here in the morning started by planting at least some of the few grasses. I don't know the name of this place, but I'll call it the front porch. Yes, so Nasto had an idea of just planting some of the grasses over here, and in the middle of it we have this type of tree. I don't know the name, but the uniqueness about this is that it grows. When it grows, it bends. Even if you see now, it's bending. So it usually grows with a lot of branches which provide shade. And if I come close, there's a tree. There's the same type of tree just in the compound. It was planted that it has grown so big, and it's the only tree that at least has some shade in the compound. If you look at it, there's even some chairs, I mean, that Nasto made, so just to provide a place for resting. So this tree, I think the other one will just provide the same shadow, just like this. It's so nice. It grows very fast. I think that was the main reason why Nasto even preferred it, and it doesn't shade. I've never seen it shed leaves in the compound. And for most of us, because even us back at home, we have a lot of trees, and our main challenge is just always cleaning them daily. So if you're watching this video and maybe you are constructing a home or a house, and maybe you are trying to search for a tree that doesn't shade, I think this one is one of them. So good. Let me just come close. I really don't know the name, but I think coming close might give you an hint. And we also have one which I always like. It's always this, I don't know the name too, but I think I'll start researching. This one is usually a succulent type of leaf. Yes, they don't shade. It's always green like this during the drought. Not really drought, but during the sunny season, and also during the rain, it always blooms. Like as you see now, it's even shining because of it's the rainy season. At least rains are coming. Yeah, so those are the best type of trees maybe you can include in your compound, I mean. Yeah, so I think the other week we were busy in the compound. I was just trying to help. We were having masons, and me being around, I just tried to help a little bit. Nasto was constructing pavements using the cabros, which came up with which he made, I mean, like different design, not design, but different colors. They were the same design, but different colors. We had 3 colors, which were white, gray, and red. Yeah, so we really made a very, very big effort towards making the pavements. It really looks nice. I'm always under this shade because apart from the trees that have shown you, this tree over here also has a very nice shade. And with the history, Nasto never cut it down. It was one of the trees that he found in the compound. If you look at it, it has some very small leaves with some thorns on it. So I decided not to cut it down, and it's providing a very nice shade. I really like it. I always come here just to rest, look around, because up here, if I stand here, you always see the neighboring villages. The other side, obviously, it's for the new viewers, it's a borderline between Kenya and Tanzania. So the other side is Tanzania. You can even walk. It's a walking distance, but most people prefer using boda boda. We are in the village, and boda boda is the main mode of transport. Yeah, people move around a lot with boda bodas, but if you can walk, that's also an option. So if you stand here, it provides a very good scenic view. Yes. So with that, the cabros that I mentioned, the ones that remain are just over here. These are the ones. They are the most ones, the white ones, and I think they can be used again. Maybe if Nasto decides maybe to improve a certain part of the compound, he might just use these ones. Although if you want to maybe mix with a different color, you can mix, but these ones are the white ones. They were the majority. Yes. So the part that we made, it really looks nice. Let me just show you so that you can see. And before you go on, these were the chips. No, initially Nasto brought like a tipper, and he told me the chips were so expensive. They were so expensive because he told me a tipper goes for like 25,000 Kenya shillings, which is like 25,000 is like $200, depending on the exchange rate. 200, yes, around there. That's so expensive for people in the village, because you know most villagers they're usually blue collar jobs around here. So affording it might pose a challenge to most of the villagers, but I think if you work hard on whatever you're doing and put much effort on it, I think it can bear fruit, and at the end of it you can be able to afford it. It's usually nice. And if you're building in most people usually use it for building the foundation for their houses. I think it depends on the type of house and also the layout of the landscape. So mostly when people are building in swampy areas, they tend to use it more for the foundation. So they mix it with sand and cement just to make the foundation much stronger compared to the normal way, which is only ballast and sand and cement. You can mix all of them, the chips, the ballast, the sand and the cement, just to make the foundation really strong. So the pavements are these ones over here. Really looks nice. Really looks nice. These are the sides, and it goes all the way. They maintain the same design throughout, and the rain kind of washed it, because I mentioned it has rained, so it kind of washed it, made it even more cleaner and more prettier. Yes, so this is the front part, and I think this is where Naso will be parking in the meantime, because I even mentioned to him, just look at how nice it is. It really blends, the gray color really blends with the wall, the painting on the wall, though there are different colors. I don't know the name for the one on the wall, but it really blends. Just look, it really blends. And I think some days ago I mentioned to him that whenever it rains, he can really come with the car from, this is the, not the highway, but the driveway. Yes, the driveway. He can come with the car straight up to here, move out of the car, and enter straight into the house without stepping on mud in case it's really raining. So that's also an advantage. The next advantage is the other, I mean, is he can wash just the car over here. In the process of washing the car, he will end up washing the pavement, and it will look so nice at the end of it. So I think those are some of the advantage of it, and I really liked how the masons shaped this one. This is the other tree I was showing you over there. This is the second one. They're usually succulent leaves. I don't know whether I'm right, but yes, look at how they shaped the all how do I say it, around it. They shaped it so well, so well. So I know when this tree grows up, it will provide a very good shade. I know it will cover almost close to this part, and the person coming from the gate won't really see much of the house, which is so nice. I think that's the perfect idea, because you can come out in the morning out of the house with your chair, just sit there and sunbask, because the sun usually sets. This is east, and the opposite side is obvious west. So when you sunbask in the morning, it will give you a very good vitamin D, yes, for you, just to you can even relax as you just do your things, listen to music. Yeah, so there's this part of the compound too, where Yayo was this one he did last week, the previous week, and with the rains, I know it will grow. It's still bare. This part is at least large compared to the one in front. I'll call the one in front the front porch. Yes, because it's not really a veranda. The veranda part is the part that has some tiles on it. So I'll call it the front porch. Yes. If you're familiar with the name of the place, maybe you can mention. But in the meantime, I'll call it the front porch, and yes, this part is the now part of the compound. Yes, it really looks nice. And with the trees, I know after the trees have really grown, this part will come out the way it's meant to be. This type of grass, I think they are the ones that have been planted in front of the gate. Just see. So they're these ones. They're the ones with the serrated white-ish color at the edge. Let me just come up here. Yeah. And we have some really nice flowers. And because of the landscaping, Nasto tried to put some blocks. You see the blocks you're seeing, just to reduce the surface runoff in case there's heavy rainfall. Yeah, and the grass, I think, will hold the soil together very firmly, so there's no soil erosion. And I think some can't really remember, because when they were doing this task, planting all of these, I was around, and I can remember back then when we were placing the stones over here, because we don't really have much control of this upper part of the farm, because this farm is not Nasto's. So we just tried to dig a pathway for water. I don't know whether you guys can see, so that whenever there's heavy rainfall, because this land is a little bit sloping, the river is just down over there. So when there's when there's too much rain, I think the water can flow down to the other side, because he did that because he's planning to just build some culverts just in front of the gate, I mean. So he just thought that this will be a very nice idea. The rains not to follow this path, but to follow the other part to the road, so that when he finally installed the culverts are in the compound. They are like I think 6, if not 6.5. So with the idea, because he had already stopped, he also built some wall so that the rains doesn't really destroy the front gate. Yes, and also there's another wall over here. So with the pavements that were being built next to the house, we were trying to level the ground, and the debris that were coming out of the leveling part, we tried just to put them over here so that this part doesn't sink, because when the rains are so high, when the rains are too much, there's too much surface runoff, so it forms some ridges, these ridges you are seeing. So we don't really want them to form opposite or in front of the gate, because not so usually use here, not even apart from even using a car. We have Liam and visitors, so we don't really want this part of the house, this part of the gate to form ridges. So we kind of place the debris over here, so when the water comes, it kind of slows down, so it doesn't form any ridges. Instead, the sand, the particles that comes collects here in the meantime, because the culverts are already in the compound. So I know one day it's gonna just install them or construct them. They are over here. They're just like 6. Yeah, they are 6. I was right. They were bought like some few months ago. I think like 3 to 4 months ago. So they've been sitting here. I think the plan is still in his mind. And if you can see, there's some building blocks. I think Nasto likes collecting materials, building materials mostly. And I think I'm kinda liking that too. I think I'll start taking that from him. Just try to collect building materials as much as possible, because one day you will really need them. Yeah, so the land, not the sand, the land is kind of sloping. The river is not really far away from here. Yeah, so this is the front part, the opposite land from Nastos, and people have really planted maize. This guy has really I think he planted very early. His maize are really nice, green and healthy. Yes, so these are Nastos neighbors. Yeah, so I think the guys, I was here when the guy started mining the stones. I think he's using them for building. The other guy over there, Bushman's house, just on the other side of Nasto's compound. Then this guy on the side. Bushman is on the back. Yes, very nice guy. So that's and I'm seeing the guy trying to put also some boulders over here, just also to reduce the surface runoff, because the land is really sloping, really sloping. Yeah, so this is the front part. I know maybe one day the village just should really come together and maybe try to make the roads. I know it's not their work, but they are the ones using them on a daily basis. So during the rainy season, I think they should just maybe do a little bit of filling in the ridges, especially the ones in the middle of the roads, because there are some, they are not that deep, but because of the heavy rain, you'll find some in the middle of the road. Yeah, but I think with that time will tell. And it's so shiny today. I hope it rains in the evening. It will be so nice. It will be so nice. Yeah, so this is how the home looks. It's really nice. It's really quiet. I know the The only thing that maybe not really missing, because the trees are already there. We only have like 2 trees that were planted. We have some blue gum at the back of the house. They were planted. No, Nasa, I think, found them on the land when he bought them. But the ones that were planted are really doing nice. See, like these ones. Yes, with some few 2 years, like 2 to 3 years, they'll be fully grown. This is my favorite one, of course, the Christmas tree. Yes, I really like it. It's always smooth, really smooth. Yeah, so I know with time they'll grow. They'll grow up. We have some mangoes over here. I think this one is a mango. Yeah, so this is how it looks with some flowers. Beautiful flowers. And because of the grass that is being planted in the compound, Nasto decided to keep the chickens inside the house, just giving them food inside. Majorly it's crushed maize. There's some water. The younger ones are separate. They're in their smaller shelf. They're really protected from these bigger ones. Yeah, so the feeds that he usually gives them, this one that is still in the compound. I think he has opened them up so that they can dry so well. In the morning I saw it's over here. Yes, so these are the feeds, because Nasto usually from the farm there's some maize, so the rotten ones you always try to crush them. And these are some of the feeds that he usually gives them. Sorry for that. Yeah, and you can mix them with how is it called? They usually omena. Over here we call them omena. They are fingerlings. They are really small. So whenever the fisherman goes maybe to fish, if in case, because the government usually tries as much to control the fishing, the size of the net, so maybe in case because the omenas are really small, so in the process you can fish out the smaller ones, so those ones are always sold in the market, and you can mix them with the feeds that I've shown you, and chickens really love them. Yes, and also we tried to water the kitchen garden. Yes, in the morning together with the air. We planted some kales where I was trying to water them. Watered them a little bit because yesterday in the morning, yes, you water them in the morning and also in the evening. So we watered them yesterday in the evening, and today morning also we tried to water them. So they are still growing up. These are not kales. Kales are over there. Yes, and this other one we also removed. Initially it was covered like the other part, so we just removed the leaves so that they can now grow, because sunlight makes them straight. So yeah, these ones are kales. These ones are the seeds. They're always kales with seeds. You go and buy seeds from the shops, you come and plant in a nursery. Yes, and also he brought some newer ones just today. This one over here, I know Yayo will plant them and help him. Also I'll help him construct the seedbed shed, the shed for the seedbed, so that when there's hailstorm, because over here they usually hailstorm. Yeah, so if it falls so hard, It cuts everything, the leaves of kales, whatever vegetable you planted, it cuts. So if you don't protect your seed bed like this is what we are planning to do over there, so that whenever it rains so much or hard with the hailstones, it doesn't affect the seedlings. Yes. So this is the kitchen garden. I'm seeing it as really bloomed. Yes, because I'm seeing onions over here, very nice onions, kales over there. Yes, it has really bloomed so well. The other kales, let me just go and show you. Just at the end, at the far end, these ones, they've really grown so well. Maybe the only thing you can add is manure, and we have some spinach over here. They've really bloomed. And the spinach, if you look at the spinach, this other branch on side, you see it has been eaten by the hens. So I think that's why, with the same reason of even planting new grasses over there, I think that's why NASA decided to give the hens, the chickens I mean, food just in the house, just to at least, so that the grasses can at least start growing fast. Yeah, so the kitchen garden is coming out nicely. It's blooming. It's always good to have food in the compound. I always try to advocate for that, so that you can at any time, at any moment, go to your farm, pick some food, go and cook and eat with your family. Yeah, so the shed that we are gonna construct it here, just to protect these smaller vegetables, these ones. Yes, and also these ones over here. These are kales. They are really small. As they grow, you will start seeing that they are kales. The ones that you planted over here, he hasn't opened them yet, so I still don't know, but he will come maybe when he's removing the leaves just on top, and explain what he planted. Yes, so the kitchen garden is really blooming. I know with the help of Yeo, without him it won't be possible, and also with you guys. That's why we are always so appreciative, just trying over here to make the home sustainable. First, by just building the house. Second is the kitchen garden. Third is security. That's why you've seen us to build the wall and secured the compound, and even building the gate. Yeah, and even for now is some very nice German Shepherd dogs. I know in some few months they will provide a very good security for the compound. Yeah, so that's so important. And even with the water case, I know we really tried digging boreholes, but it wasn't successful. But I know in the future he will be successful. I know bringing in, there are usually those trucks that usually drill. I don't know the name, I don't know how they are called, but there are usually trucks that drill boreholes. I know they are really expensive. I know that idea had already come maybe to his mind, but for now the water in the tanks are fully functioning and can sustain us, yes, as a family. Yeah, so I think that's nice. Building a home is so hard, so you must try as much as possible to protect it. That's why we are over here just trying to advocate for self-sustainability. First is by just the kitchen garden. We also have some bananas, some things, some bananas, and even pawpaw fruit. Yes, this bananas really. You have this one, though this one I'm seeing is the smaller type. You also have this one over here. This one is now the bigger type. Yes, and the good thing about bananas is that it always I don't know, the smaller one I'll call how do we call them, suckers. You see this one over here is growing. So the good part about bananas is that if you plant one, you'll end up with even 10 banana plant in the same hole. Yes, so that's the advantage. It keeps on producing suckers on the sides as they grow. So we'll end up with so many bananas from this hole, because I know only one was planted. These other one, the smaller ones, are growing, and we also have some pawpaw fruit over here. So the kitchen garden is just nice as it's supposed to be. And if you see, even this one, the suckers are growing on the side, and not only this one was planted. Yes, so with the help of Yayo, all of the things I've mentioned over here is now possible just because of him. And for that reason, I know he's gone to the shopping centers. Usually go over there just to let me just come out. Okay. Yeah. So for that reason, I know I'll bring also Yayo to the channel so that he can greet a few of his fans. I know there are many, not even a few. Just say hi to you guys. Yeah, so I think he's not around now, but I know in the next 15 minutes he will be around in the compound. So I'll just bring him home. I'll bring him on to the channel just to say hi. So guys, the weather has really changed, and it has drizzled a little bit. I was hoping for a very heavy rainfall, but it's unfortunate. But the good thing is that we've already released the poultry, and one of the ducks is here. This one is usually the male one, and it's usually not afraid. I don't know why, but it doesn't chase people away. Yeah, so whenever we release them out, the first thing we always do is just to keep them away from the grasses that we had already planted. Actually, as I mentioned, Yayo planted them like last week. For that part we did it today, the front porch. Yes, so we always just try to keep them on this other part of the compound. And you know, when it rains, the insects kinda like to always move out of the soil. I think because of the rain, things like ants, because you know ants always live in the soil. So I think whenever it rains, for them not to, for their households, or or for their kingdom not to be ruined by maybe water, let me use that word, they kind of move out. So I think the poultry get the time just have a meal too, because even if you see, they are busy. They are not large in amount. For the chickens, I think they are not that many, because for even Nasto to maintain the compound, I think he should control the number of poultry he's keeping around. And it's a good thing he has a family. So oftenly, maybe, I know Nasto doesn't like to cook his poultry. He like buying, in case maybe want to maybe Miss Flair want to cook chicken, and Nasto always likes to buy. He doesn't like to slaughter one of his poultry. Yes, but it's good. The sun is almost going down, the sky is dark, and it's like 5:30. Yes, 5:30 in the evening. It's 5, you can imagine, and the sky is already dark. I think in the neighboring villages, it's raining heavily, and I can feel the how do I say it, the coldness. I can feel it, I think, because it's raining in the neighboring villages. Yeah, But so far so good. We thank God. However little it is, I think we have to just give thanks to the Lord, because maybe in some other parts of the country it's not even raining. Yeah, so however little it is, I think it makes a difference. At least our vegetables, the grass, the ones that we've even planted today, gets an opportunity to grow. Even the trees and the flowers. So it's still okay. Yeah, let me just check, because if it did not even rain, we could have just watered the grasses in the evening too, because we watered them in the morning. Yeah, actually did it. The video you can go and check at Yeyo Kama Yeyo YouTube channel. He did this part and he watered it after he finished. So if it could have not rained, I think we could have watered it again. So raining, because it has rained, it has at least reduced Yeyo's task. I know I could have helped him anyway, but it's a good thing. We even planted this part of the compound. Yes, this is next to the palm tree. I really like this palm tree. Yeyo kama yeyo.
Yeyo kama yeyo.
Salimia watu.
Kwanza kabisa
ngoja niwasalimie so happy.
Watu.
Yes.
I'm happy. I'm happy today.
Yes.
Welcome Can Digest YouTube channel.
Yes.
My name is Yeyo kama yeyo.
Yes.
Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening.
Yes.
Naweza nikasema hivi, thank you God for giving me chance is today.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
Thank you for give you chance.
Yes, guys, here is so happy.
I'm so happy.
Yes.
Thank you God for give you chance Can Digest.
Yes. At least he's trying to at least learn a little bit of English. We've been helpful to him, so at least he can also do something. At least learn. You know, if he comes maybe out of this with the English, at least it brings a difference, at least, you know. Yeah, so I'm also happy he's learning a bit of some words. It will take time, but at least it's always step by step. Nasema ni mdogo, yes, step by step he'll learn and learn. After I think some months, we only left with 2 months to the end of the year. I think by then
still 2 months, 3 months.
Miezi mbili.
3 months.
No, we are in October. Okay. So October, we are in the middle of October.
Sasa ngoja kwanza ni wasalimie watu. Hello guys, welcome my YouTube channel. Welcome Can Digest YouTube channel.
Yes.
My name is Yeyo kama yeyo. I'm happy today.
Yes.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm happy today. Naamini ya kwamba kwa siku hii ya leo kuna baadhi mmeelekea katika majukumu ya utafutaji. Hiyo kama hiyo, wale mlioelekea katika majukumu ya utafutaji, jamani, nawatakia kazi njema. Na mimi kama vile mnavyoniona, hiyo kama hiyo, siku zote wanasema ya kwamba kazi ni moyo.
Yes.
Kwa wale mlioelekea katika majukumu ya utafutaji,
yes,
mimi nawasihi tu.
Yeah, let me just translate it. Guys, here is just trying to say, for those that are at work, he's wishing you well, he's wishing you a good health wherever you are. And he has just introduced himself. He's Yeyo kama Yeyo. Go and check him out. He's on a road to 5,000 subscribers. Yes. So I know with your help, you've been really supportive, and we are so appreciative. And on behalf of Yeyo kama Yeyo, I'm thanking you guys. Go and subscribe. I know with all our collective effort, it can happen. At this time, because it's almost at the end of the day, Yeyo usually prepares a meal for the dogs, and I think he is back because they left, so he just came back with the meal. You always go there daily. There'll be full grown dogs, but now they're puppies. He usually prepares for them meal because it's almost in the evening. He usually goes to the shops, just bring them food, prepares them. So that's why he left, just to go and prepare for them a meal. Yes, so because they also have to eat, as we eat, also the dogs has to eat. The poultry, anything that is in the compound, you have to really take care of it. Yeah, so for that reason I think I'll just take this time to just appreciate you all. If you have watched till this part and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and also so that you don't miss any of my videos. I post really encouraging videos and entertaining. Yes, so I'll just take this time also to appreciate you all wherever you are. I know most of you are in different places, different continents. If it's in the morning, good morning. If it's at night, yes, good night. Take care of yourself, be safe, and I hope you have a good week. Bye bye.